So hi guys, my name is Jeylan Tuling, and today I will be interviewing someone who has an experience already with working within our country. I would like you to listen to this interview, and I hope you can learn something from this interview. And now, let's welcome him.
Hi.
Oh, how are you?
Oh, okay, I'm doing good. Hello, everyone.
So again, I am Jeylan Tuling, and I will be interviewing him about being one of the OFW in the Philippines. One of the OFW previous years, right? Alright. So can you please introduce yourself?
Hi, everyone. I'm Ryan. I'm 33 years old and a previous OFW from Arab countries. Nice meeting you all.
Now, let's proceed to the question and answer portion. Ready ka na po ba sa mga katanungan? Sige.
Ready.
Sige. So, unang katanungan, what can you say when it comes in the flow of money, the goods, and of course, the level of technology there?
Well, as for me, when it comes to money matters, of course, flow of money, I can say that I have earned much bigger in the other country than our country. But of course, their currency the value is much bigger than ours. That's why. And also about the technology, they are more upgraded than our country. Because, as you know, they are richer than our country, of course, right?
Yes. Alright. So, for the second question, when you compare the jobs availability from your country and from that country where you are working with, what can you say about it?
Well, to be honest, jobs are more available than in our country. Why? Because there are so many establishments, so many job openings there than in our own home country. That's it.
Perfect. And third question, how about the people in there, or the differences when it comes in the interaction of people from your country and from that country where you are working with?
Well, actually, if I am to compare the country that I came from to my country, I can say that I still love my own country when it comes to people. Because we are more hospitable than their country, and they're so very strict about their rules and regulations and their laws. Unlike us, we are democratic than them.
Yes. So, for the panglimang katanungan, how can you compare the culture of that particular country and compared to your homeland, and what is the advantages?
Oh, when you say advantages, I guess there's none. But when you say compare, there is. Their country, their culture is more like embracing than ours. Well, actually, in our culture, we embrace, but not unlike them. When, like, for example, the Islam, when it says Ramadan, everybody's in Ramadan. Well, of course, also in our country, we embrace Ramadan too. But unlike them, the whole country celebrates,
Yes.
even though they're not Islam.
Yes, because it's
It's an Arab country, of course.
yes. And next, let's proceed to the factors concerning of your migration. I guess you can really relate with this question. What makes you to migrate in another country? In other country?
Well, of course, first factor is to earn money. Second is, again, money matters to support your family in your own country and to change your life. Change your life from poor, not to the richest, but a little more, what do we say is, not that so down.
Yes. Then, do you really think that that country where you are working with can provide your needs better than what your homeland can provide to you?
Well, I guess, yes, in a short period of time.
Yes.
But again, when we are in our country, still we can provide the things that we wanted. But in a long period of time. Why? Because volume money is much bigger than much bigger in other country than in our country. So that's the length of having change of life.
Yes, exactly. Then next, when it comes in politics, do you think it is also the reason of your decision to migrate?
Oh no, of course, no.
Okay.
Such a big no.
Yes. How about the politics? Can you compare the politics in that particular country compared to your homeland?
Well, I guess each of the politician is just doing their job well, and they don't coincide or intercept with other politicians as well.
That's
That's all.
that's good. And next we have, if I'm going to let you choose, would you go back in that country or would you prefer to stay here in our country?
That's what I've experienced. I guess I have earned much. I'd rather stay in my home country because I am more happier in my country being with my family than in the other country, although I have so much money, but I'm lonely.
Yes, that's it. Next, let's proceed to the economics. What can you say when it comes in the economic level of that country compared to our own country?
Oh, so much higher than our country, of course, because that country belongs to one of the richest country in the world. They provide oil all over the world, and I guess we only buy oils from them.
Yes, we're
That
just
is it.
a third world country, right?
Yeah, we belong to the third world country.
So now, since you are working there as a factory worker, so can you compare the policy or the time management or the way they handle their worker compared it here and their policy there?
Well, of course. Well, actually, comparing to the work I had here previously, we can say that we can still breathe even though we're working. You know what I mean, right?
Yes.
But in the other country, when they say no, of course, no. There's a period in it. No and an exclamation. You cannot do anything when they say no. When it comes to time, there is no such as a Filipino time. Always an American time, even though
Yes.
you're in an Arab country. And always do your work perfectly. Not a mistake, not a single one. That's all.
Oh, that's wonderful. So since you are working in other country, of course you are away from your family, so you're living there alone. Or do you have any friends there that you are living with?
I don't. Oh, well, what you mean is living with a friend?
Yes.
Of course, I don't.
Oh,
Because
I
some
see.
of my friends, or most of my friends, have their own apartments too and have their own family too.
Oh, I see.
Together with them.
So what can you say about the way of your living there compared here in the Philippines?
Some kind of tiring, of course, like coming off from work and then when arriving at home, you still have to cook for yourself, prepare everything for yourself. Not unlike in the Philippines, you have your family to prepare everything for you when you're a child, of course, right?
All right, yes. How about when you travel, like we are commuting here in the Philippines?
Yeah.
Do you find something strict there in their policy in the highway?
Well, I guess yes, of course. And when you see this lane here is for the fastest one, then stay on the fastest one. And the lane is for the slow one, you stand for the slow one. Well, that prevents traffic.
Yes.
I like it.
I am pretty confident enough to say that you really have a friend there, which is a foreigner friend like Islam.
Yeah, of course.
Yes. So, do you find it good to have a communication with them, or it is just easy to interact with the other people, especially not a Filipino people?
Well, at first, it's not easy. There's a language barrier, of course.
Oh yes.
They speak English, but they don't speak English well, unlike Filipino. We are multilingual people. But then, when it comes to friendship, it's much happier. Why? Because foreigners it's like that they're ignorant of Filipinos and they love Filipinos because they
Yes.
hear a lot of beautiful things about Filipinos. It is what they say.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Filipinos are beautiful.
Or how about the workers there in the factory? Is there any Filipino there, or majority of the workers are all Filipino?
Not majority of the workers, but there are so many Filipinos because
Oh.
they say that Filipinos are hardworking people.
Yes, I agree with that. Since you're working in the other country for more than 5 years, right?
Yep.
So, do you think there any development to your lives, to your family lives, financially, or in what component or aspect in your life?
Yes, of course. As what I've also answered the previous question, I've been abroad for my family, of course, right? That was the number one factor, money and for the family. So with those money, I have earned a lot. I built a house, and then I have brought my niece and nephews to school, and also gave my father what he wanted.
Would you endorse to other Filipino citizen, or would you suggest to them to go to other country to become an OFW also?
Well, for people who wants to earn easily, I mean, well, not easily, because there's never an easy for being an OFW. If you want to earn much bigger than in our country in a short period of time, I can suggest that you can go abroad. But then, I won't suggest or I won't recommend it because the sadness, it's over 100%. Really, the hardship, everything. Even though you encounter no hardships at work, but the feelings being away from the family, it's so hard.
So, how about this before we end this interview? What can you say to those OFW out there who are working for their family or working for their loved ones or just to provide financial needs to their family or to their child or relatives?
Yeah, to all the OFW out there, especially to my older sister, be strong, keep strong, and have faith. That's all.
Thank you so much for being part of this interview, right? I really do appreciate it, and thank you for giving your idea and your experiences of being an OFW.
Yeah, anytime.
Thank you so much.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.